Mariah, do you ever take like pre-workout before you go dance, or you just like always just full of energy?
I do not take pre-workout, and I'm not always full of energy.
Do you take
like
drink a Celsius before you dance? No, you just
nothing that gives you energy.
No.
All natural.
just whip it.
She's natty. She doesn't do any.
Natty?
Yeah.
What's natty?
All natural.
Natty, like natural.
Nice.
I feel like why do I like feel like I've seen you drink Red Bull before something?
That's editing.
I do it during the
Oh,
podcast.
editing. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
To stay up.
Are other dancers like? Can you tell? Like, are other dancers on drugs?
What do you mean on drugs? Like what type of drugs
Like,
a
almost,
dancer would take?
Well,
I'm not saying all dancers. I'm just specifically.
majority dancers take class high.
High off what?
Marijuana.
It's just anything to make you move.
Yeah, anything to get out of your head.
Can you tell though if someone's like on drugs, or can someone be
No.
amazing and like, and she's high?
Well, they're usually amazing, and I'll ask them for advice, and they're like, "Oh, just smoke before." I'm like, "Nah."
Oh my god! The last thing I want to do is
know.
dance when I'm high.
It's crazy.
No.
Zane's out there missing all this stuff.
Yeah, I don't. How the hell do people like dance and like hit rhythms high like that?
I couldn't even imagine. I would forget the moves. I would absolutely forget the steps.
Yeah.
I
I
understand
understand
it.
natural, and it just comes out of you, and you already know beats.
I guess
Yeah.
it's kind of like freestyle rapping when you're drunk. It's hard to
Yeah.
do sober, but as
Yeah.
soon as you get like a little buzz going, all of a sudden you could start spitting bars and you're like,
Yeah, that makes sense. Like I get if people were to go to a dance class drunk, because then you're like, I
Yeah.
feel like you're.
it would be Zane at Hyde. Just
Yeah, that makes sense. Like I know on weed, that's really interesting.
On my way to class the other day, I witnessed two. Is hooligans offensive?
No, it's like
No,
street
hooligans.
Two hooligans robbing the gas station.
What?
in broad daylight.
Broad daylight, yeah. I was
Wait, oh, you saw it with your own eyes driving by?
Wait, where?
She was,
Really?
she was
Where?
at the gas station.
getting on the exit of, I don't remember.
Please tell me. Please tell us.
Stay
We
away
just-
from it.
No,
we gotta stay
no.
away
Wait
from
till
it.
you hear the story. You're not going to be scared of these,
Oh god. Oh god.
these children. So I pull up to the gas station. I pay for my gas. As I'm coming out, this little boy is walking in.
How old?
I am very good with ages, so I am pretty confident that he was 13 or 14 years old.
No way.
So I thought he was going in to pay for his mom, right? I thought
you
she was
would
sending
think.
him in to pay.
Go buy me a pack of cigarettes.
Right. So I pumped my gas. I sat in my car, and the kid comes back out and gets in the driver's seat of this car. And I'm like, no freaking way. He was so young, so young.
So you couldn't believe he was like even in the driver's seat.
Couldn't believe
Yeah.
he was even driving that car. So he sat in the car. A second later, out of the passenger seat, another kid, maybe 15, comes out of the passenger side with a ski mask on.
Were you
You saw
freaking out
all
thinking he was going to be like shooting the place
Mariah's
up and
just like
robbing
missing
it?
all of her
No,
gas.
I-
It's just like pouring down.
You don't understand. Like they were so little looking. I was like this. Let me just see like what's gonna happen, because I bought this like air freshener thing for my car, and I sprayed it. This is important.
Yeah.
I
We figured.
Like, who gives a shit? I sprayed it, but I didn't know you had to like spray it down because it got on my dash and I didn't want it to stain. So I like grabbed paper towels and I was wiping down my car. So if I wasn't wiping down my car, I would have left and not seen any of this.
Right.
Not that I was any help. Nothing happened. But so the
If
kid,
anything, you were just like, oh.
I just couldn't believe
You
this
guys
kid
go.
was driving. So sits in the driver's seat. The kid gets out with the ski mask, but they look so young. I locked my door, but I wasn't scared because
I wasn't scared.
They were looking at me like this might have been their first robbery, because they were looking at me like guilty already. And I'm
Oh,
like, all right,
shit.
they're harmless. So I sat in, locked my car, kept myself safe, and I was just watching. And I know the guy inside was the only one working there. And he was maybe like in his 40s. And the kid goes in, he's in the ski mask, but he also has like basketball shorts and like a t-shirt on. Like he looks like a kid. Walks in, walks straight to the fridge, takes out like 4 Gatorades and just walks right back out. But slow, like really, really slow. Like,
That's how you know they're young, though. If you're putting on a ski mask to go steal some Gatorade.
right. It was very
Like,
cliche.
You would do
Yeah.
that if you were about to like.
So he didn't like
Right.
rob the register or.
No, he just grabbed a bunch of Gatorades, walked out, and then they were getting into the car, and then the clerk came running out, and he was pointing at him. I couldn't hear. I didn't want like my windows down or anything. And he was pointing at the kids, and he was holding the kid's door open because he was stealing. And he was like, "You didn't pay for those, whatever." And the kids just looked at him and laughed. And he was like, what are you going to do about it? And they like got in the car and like just took their time and drove away. And the guy couldn't leave the store unattended. So I went to like take a picture of license plate and I was like, they're not going to do anything about it. It was Gatorade.
So Mariah saw that. She saw how easy it was to hit this. So she put on her ski mask and went right inside.
Right. I was taking notes. I felt so bad. That poor guy. Like, I know it was just Gatorades, but like it was still like, he was just like just defeated.
Yeah.
And he was there by himself. Like he had no help. And I was just.
It gets to that point. I feel like just even like that Forever 21 store or the
Right. It just you just kind of.
Nothing.
You really can't do anything about anything.
Yeah, they're not
ever.
gonna do. If I got the license plate and I gave it to the cop, they'd be like,
And they'd be like, and it was 3 Gatorade. All right. Yeah. Have a good
that's
day.
wild. The level of where
crazy?
people then go, fuck it. It's going to be so small in like the big scale of things, and no one's going to want to risk and stop me for something this small.
Exactly.
It's
What
that
do you think
mentality
the
and that
cutoff is?
line. Dude, that's.
I mean,
you can
people-
go all day.
people get arrested
you could go
for
up to Home
anything,
Depot
yeah.
and just pick up a grill.
Weber grill.
Who is really going to stop you? Who's going to stop you?
Yeah. What are they
Over
gonna
a grill?
do?
They bet it's someone who wants to act fast, but I feel like people live in like such a like kind of fear these
Yeah.
days where they go, even if I interacted with this person, I don't want to get shot.
Yeah,
I
you don't
wanna
wanna put yourself in the way.
risk
Yeah.
over this.
Yeah.
Nothing is at threat to me here. I'd rather not get involved.
And
Right.
and I feel like even those situations, the public, I feel like these days always defend the person stealing the shit.
Yeah.
They
I know,
always,
they're
goes
like,
to-
oh, get over
yeah,
it.
get over.
Like,
Home Depot has millions of dollars. I'm like, that's
it's
not the
still wrong.
point.
It's wrong. Because where does it end?
It's the moral and the principle
And
of
these
it.
kids were, I swear the driver was like 13, 14 years old.
That's pretty. That's insane.
How are we still selling ski masks?
Well, I mean,
Like it's literally only used for robberies.
There's
no, people actually use ski masks.
Or to dress up like Pussy Riot.
I've never seen.
It
Breakers
was-
costume.
I've never
It
seen
was-
anybody
yeah.
actually ski with a ski mask.
It was the classic black with just the eyes cut out. Classic.
Oh yeah,
I've
you
never
really don't
seen
see.
that.
You don't
You don't
see that
see
shit.
it.
Nobody wears that
'cause usually
shit.
it's the hole.
Yeah.
The ski mask, it's like has like a
Yeah.
hole in it where you can put your goggles, but you never see the ones with just the eyes.
It was that.
Nobody.
He
I
was-
mean, they still got to make that for movies and shit. Like, so they still always have to sell them, but people are using it to. No, there's got to be
Well, I
another
met
reason
some
use them.
people who have to work out in the cold. Like if you were out working in the cold all day.
Yeah,
My dad wears that one.
The
See- see
what
the
is it, a
eye? Yeah,
balaclava?
that. My dad wears that when he's like snow plowing.
Imagine, I would freak out if somebody came up with a black ski mask that said "Get money" across the top. I would have a heart attack. That is "Get money" with a money sign on
damn,
the
that
eye.
looks sick though. I'm not gonna lie.
It's kind of trendy.
Jordan, can you order a couple of those?
They terrify me, ski masks.
Yes.
That's the last thing I want to see is someone in my house wearing a ski mask. Like, you're fuck no.